Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. The winner of Survivor's 50th season has been crowned and went home with a check for $2 million. Aubrey Bracco won the long-running wilderness survival reality show with 8 jury votes. But for those keeping an eye on the online betting markets, it wasn't a surprise. Before the finale aired, users of the online prediction market platform Kalshi collectively priced Bracco's chances to win the season at 98%, followed by Joe Hunter and Jonathan Young at 1% each. The Survivor 50 finale aired on May 20th, and just moments before it started, Kalshi sent users a push notification that read Survivor S50 finale tonight. Aubrey's at 97%. Is the island already decided? Users can place wagers on the outcomes of actual events through online prediction markets. The prices of bets are determined by user input and expressed as a number between 0% won't happen and 100% definitely will happen. It costs more to bet yes on an event that users deem more likely to happen. People who are not betting on events directly can still look at the odds of various events on Kalshi and interpret them as market sentiment. It's sometimes treated almost as a replacement for consumer polling, although the people participating in these markets are not representative of the community as a whole. When the Survivor 50 market opened on Kalshi 6 weeks ahead of the season premiere on February 25th, before most people even knew the names of contestants, preliminary trades were forecasting Bracco to have a 61% chance of winning, Variety reported. By January 28th, she had jumped to 83%. Most concerningly, a few days after the season premiere, a Kalshi user bet $45,500 that Bracco would win, eventually netting for $1,500, with the winner being accurately predicted before the first episode even aired. Industry watchers are concerned about a potential leak from inside the production, aka insider trading. In addition, the publicization of these predictions contains significant spoilers for fans hoping for a surprise outcome. It's not just Survivor that has been spoiled by prediction markets. Other reality shows such as Masked Singer and The Bachelorette have been spoiled by prediction markets, according to Variety. What Jeff Probst had to say since its inception. Survivor has been hosted by Jeff Probst, who has also produced the show since its 7th season in 2003. He's not happy with how prediction markets impacted the finale. Speaking to Variety, Probst said, "They have figured out a way to capitalize on the show. It doesn't sit well with me as a human," according to Variety. Additional reminders were sent out during the release of Season 50, specifically citing Kalshi and Polymarket. All members of the Survivor cast and crew are required to sign agreements that forbid them from using insider information for gambling or monetary gain. The magazine reports that Kalshi insists it has investigated the Survivor bets and believes that the users who predicted Bracco's win were guided by online rumors on platforms like Reddit, not direct insider knowledge, although it's possible that insiders are posting online. Probst stated, "Clearly, if 90% of the people are voting for someone, there is a leak, but to look at us, the producers, as if we have a problem, is looking in the wrong mirror, and if I found out somebody on our show bet on this, they'd be fired." Back in March, Kalshi implemented new guardrails such as screening tools and whistleblower features aimed at preventing insider trading in politics and sports. However, if things continue at this rate, they may also need to clamp down on the TV aspect. For more than 2 decades, Jeff Probst has watched audiences obsess over blindsides, hidden immunity idols, and shocking finals on the long-running reality competition Survivor. But in a media landscape dominated by social media leaks, spoiler accounts, and online gambling-style prediction markets, Probst says a new trend has crossed the line, and it's beginning to damage the very spirit of reality television. During a recent interview promoting the latest season of Survivor, Probst opened up about the growing influence of prediction market platforms, where users can bet virtual or real money on outcomes before episodes air. While fan speculation has always been part of the fun, Probst admitted that seeing entire seasons spoiled through organized betting communities has become deeply frustrating. Probst reportedly stated, "It doesn't sit well with me as a human," when discussing how insiders and online users use leaked information to manipulate prediction platforms. The game is supposed to be about discovery, emotion, and surprise. When people intentionally ruin that experience for millions of fans, something valuable gets lost. Unpredictability has always been the show's lifeblood, according to longtime viewers. Whether it was the shocking betrayal of allies, last-minute idol plays, or emotional final tribal councils, the suspense is what kept audiences tuning in week after week. But in recent years, spoilers have become increasingly impossible to avoid. Entire Reddit threads dissect filming schedules. Anonymous accounts leak boot orders months in advance. And now, prediction markets are adding another layer, allowing users to profit from information that may have been obtained through production leaks or insider knowledge. According to Probst, that shift changes the relationship fans have with the show. There's a difference between guessing and knowing, he explained. Fans making predictions based on gameplay. That's awesome. Being invested includes that. But when information leaks and people use it to game prediction systems, it turns entertainment into something ugly, behind the scenes. Producers at Survivor have reportedly spent years tightening security around filming. Contestants sign strict confidentiality agreements, crew members are limited in what they can share, and production locations are carefully guarded during filming seasons. Yet despite those efforts, spoilers still emerge online with alarming accuracy. The rise of prediction market platforms has only intensified the issue, because leaked information suddenly carries financial value. A spoiler is no longer just internet clout. It can potentially influence betting odds and online payouts. Some fans argue the platforms simply reflect modern fandom culture. Sports betting has exploded globally, fantasy leagues dominate online communities, and reality television naturally invites speculation. Too many younger viewers predicting eliminations or winners feels like an extension of live tweeting and fan theory culture. But others agree with Probst that something more troubling is happening. Former reality contestants across multiple franchises have spoken about the emotional toll of spoilers spreading before episodes even air. Players frequently wait for months to relive their journeys with friends and family, only to find that important moments have already been posted online. For contestants who experience painful betrayals or life-changing victories, that loss of surprise can feel deeply personal. Recently, a former castaway on Survivor talked about finding out that strangers online knew the final three before the first episode even aired. It was heartbreaking, the player said. You wait so long to share this experience with people, and then you realize the internet already decided it knew everything. Probst believes the issue extends beyond television. We're losing patience as a culture, he said. Everybody wants information instantly. Everybody wants to be first. But anticipation is important. Mystery matters. Shared experiences are important. That philosophy has guided Survivor since its debut in 2000. The show became a cultural phenomenon largely due to the fact that viewers witnessed each twist simultaneously. Water cooler conversations exploded after shocking eliminations, because nobody knew what was coming next. Today, however, many fans enter a season already armed with alleged boot lists and rumored winners. Spoiler-heavy content is amplified by social media algorithms, often forcing it into users' feeds even when they actively try to avoid it. Production companies across reality television are now wrestling with how to respond. Shows like Big Brother face constant live feed leaks, while franchises such as The Bachelor regularly battle spoiler bloggers who reveal endings months early. Streaming-era fandom has created a constant demand for insider information, and prediction markets only intensify that appetite. Some industry insiders believe stricter legal action may eventually come for accounts repeatedly leaking confidential production information. Others argue spoiler culture is impossible to stop entirely in the age of smartphones and global online communities. Still, Probst remains hopeful that most fans ultimately want the authentic viewing experience. At its core, Survivor works because people care emotionally, he said. They care about the players, the risks, the relationships. You can't reduce that to numbers on a prediction board. Ironically, the controversy may also reveal just how passionate reality TV audiences remain. After all these years, fans wouldn't obsess over spoilers if they didn't care deeply about the outcome. Survivor, now decades into its run, still inspires intense debate and emotional investment. But Probst hopes viewers remember that the best moments come naturally, not from leaked spreadsheets or betting odds. Watching live finals in packed theaters, where audiences gasp simultaneously at shocking votes. That energy is magical, he said. Once everyone knows what happens, you can't do it again. As prediction platforms continue growing online, the battle between spoiler culture and traditional storytelling will likely intensify. Security measures may be enhanced by networks. Platforms may face pressure over how leaked information influences markets. Fans themselves may need to decide whether instant knowledge is worth sacrificing surprise. For Probst, the answer seems clear. Reality television, at its best, is about human emotion unfolding in unpredictable ways. It's about watching ordinary people make impossible decisions under pressure and experiencing those moments together as an audience. And if that experience gets spoiled before the first torch is even lit, something meaningful disappears. It's not just about protecting a TV show, Probst said. It's about protecting the feeling people get when they genuinely don't know what's coming next. For 25 years, Jeff Probst has built a career around one thing: suspense. From dramatic tribal councils to shocking blindsides, the longtime host of Survivor understands better than almost anyone how powerful surprise can be in entertainment. But according to Probst, a growing trend involving online prediction market platforms is threatening to destroy that magic, and he's not hiding his frustration about it. In a recent conversation about the future of reality television, Probst spoke candidly about the rise of prediction sites where users speculate and sometimes wager money on reality TV outcomes before episodes even air. While fan theories and winner predictions have existed for years, Probst believes modern spoiler culture has evolved into something far more damaging. "It doesn't sit well with me as a human," Probst said while discussing how leaked information spreads online through betting-style prediction communities. The experience of discovery is the whole point of these shows. When people already know what will happen before the audience naturally arrives at that conclusion, you lose something very important. Unpredictability is the franchise's beating heart for devoted Survivor fans. Ever since the series premiered in 2000, viewers have tuned in hoping to be shocked. The fun comes from watching alliances fall apart, idols pop up out of nowhere, and players under pressure make impossible choices. But in the social media era, maintaining secrecy has become increasingly difficult. Entire online communities now dedicate themselves to uncovering spoilers. Months before a season premieres, fans analyze filming schedules, airport sightings, social media activity, and leaked production details. Some spoilers are harmless guesses, but others are reportedly sourced from insiders connected to production. Prediction market platforms have complicated matters even further, because spoilers can suddenly carry financial value. Instead of simply posting leaks for internet attention, users can potentially influence betting odds or profit from insider knowledge. That shift is what seems to bother Probst most. "There's a difference between fandom and exploitation," he explained. "People debating strategy and making predictions based on what they see on screen. That's fun. That's part of the culture of Survivor. But using leaked information to manipulate prediction systems changes the spirit of it entirely." Behind the scenes, Survivor producers already go to extreme lengths to prevent spoilers. Before filming begins, contestants sign strict non-disclosure agreements. Production locations are heavily monitored. Even family members are often kept in the dark about outcomes until episodes air. Still, leaks continue to happen. Dedicated spoiler accounts have consistently correctly predicted major Survivor events long before broadcasts over the past few years. Boot orders in their entirety have been posted online weeks in advance. Apparently, the finalists were made public before the premiere episodes even aired. Avoiding spoilers has become nearly impossible for casual viewers. Social media algorithms often push trending reality TV discussions into users' feeds, whether they want them or not. A fan scrolling through TikTok or X might accidentally stumble upon a rumored winner, simply because engagement-driven platforms prioritize viral conversations. According to Probst, that environment changes the way audiences connect with storytelling. "We're living in a time where people are obsessed with being first," he said. "First with information, first with leaks, first with spoilers. But anticipation is part of storytelling. Waiting matters. Not knowing matters." The Survivor host also emphasized that spoilers don't just affect audiences. They affect contestants too. Survivor is frequently one of the most emotional experiences of a player's life. While competing for $1 million, contestants spend weeks isolated from the outside world, forming intense bonds and rivalries. After filming ends, they wait months for viewers to finally see their journeys unfold. When spoilers leak early, that experience can feel diminished. Several former reality TV contestants from various franchises have spoken publicly about the disappointment of seeing their biggest moments exposed online ahead of broadcast. Some players avoid social media entirely during airing seasons because rumors spread so quickly. The experience, according to one former Survivor castaway, was like watching people spoil your personal story before you even get to tell it. Probst clearly sympathizes with that perspective. "These are real people," he said. "They put themselves through something incredibly difficult emotionally and physically. They ought to have the opportunity to impart that experience to audiences in the manner that was intended. The issue extends beyond Survivor. Reality television as a whole is facing growing challenges from spoiler culture and prediction platforms. Big Brother deals with constant leaks due to its live feed format. The Bachelor has battled spoiler bloggers for years. Even competition shows like The Masked Singer regularly see celebrity identities leaked online before episodes air. Industry insiders say the explosion of prediction markets reflects a larger cultural shift toward interactive entertainment. Modern audiences no longer want to simply watch television, they want to participate in it, analyze it, and sometimes profit from it. To some fans, prediction markets are just another extension of fantasy sports culture. They argue there's nothing wrong with speculating on outcomes or engaging deeply with favorite shows. But critics say the financial incentives attached to spoilers create ethical concerns. If users gain access to leaked production information and use it to influence prediction systems, the line between harmless fandom and exploitation becomes blurry. Some media analysts have even questioned whether certain prediction platforms adequately monitor how insider information spreads. Probst didn't directly call for bans or regulations, but his comments made it clear he believes something valuable is being lost. "One of my favorite moments is hearing an audience gasp together," he said. "That collective surprise is powerful. You can't fake it. And once spoilers take over, you lose that shared emotional experience." Ironically, the controversy also proves how culturally relevant Survivor remains. After more than 2 decades on television, few reality shows inspire enough passion for viewers to obsess over spoilers months in advance. Survivor continues to generate intense online discussion because fans genuinely care about the players, strategy, and outcomes. But Probst hopes audiences remember why they fell in love with reality TV in the first place. Not because they knew what was going to happen, but because they didn't. As prediction markets continue growing and spoiler communities become increasingly sophisticated, the battle over reality TV secrecy is unlikely to disappear anytime soon. Networks may strengthen security measures. Production teams may become more aggressive about tracking leaks. Platforms themselves could eventually face pressure to crack down on insider information. Nevertheless, Probst maintains his focus on safeguarding the genre's emotional core. He stated, "At the end of the day, Survivor is about people, real emotions, real decisions, real consequences. That only works when viewers get to experience the journey honestly." And for a host who has spent decades snuffing torches and delivering blindsides, protecting surprise isn't just about television. It's about safeguarding the human experience that lies beneath it.